Yo, Debatable Battle Rap Radio is brought to you by Dirt Mouth Clothing, because if it ain't a clean mouth, it is a dirt mouth, you bitch. Now, speaking of being in the conversation, that is a perfect segue to my next question. Champion of the year.
Oh.
Champion of the year. You know we got to get into it.
Let's talk about it, man.
Let's talk about it. So,
champion. Take off my jacket for this one. Let's go.
So you made a very good point recently.
The hip hop is real interview? Yeah. Okay.
Made a very good point in regards. Now, me and him had this conversation before. You and O-Red were always, for 2017, neck and neck for who was going to be Battle of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
I was, saying like, okay, it's going to be Cortez or O-Red. Cortez or O-Red. When they gave it to O-Red, I was like, okay, cool. He deserved it.
But I shouldn't have been 5.
But then you broke down and was like, he's had these chokes.
The chokes is what.
And I didn't take that into consideration. I was like, well, damn. Maybe Red shouldn't have got Battle of the Year.
I look at it like this. Look at what I'm doing right now, right? I'm out here. I just battled Patron, right? I negotiated for me to stay out here to do features, to work on music. And then from here, I'm going to South by Southwest. I'm going to do about 6-7 shows out there. Then I'm going to fly back to New York, right? And then for 10 days. And then after 10 days of flying back, and then I'm going to battle O-Red, right?
Mm-hmm.
Last month, I battled A-Ward, right? What has O-Red done since Volume 2? He battled Briz on December 12th.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
The Big K battle was before that, right?
Yep.
Nothing.
Yeah, Big K.
O-Red has done nothing. He doesn't have to do a blog. He didn't have to do an interview. I did the podcast with Queen's Flip. I've done multiple interviews. You understand? I've shot like 3-4 music videos. I put out music. I've done features. I've traveled. Like, there should be no fucking reason why he would choke and I don't. Why is it that people are sitting there like, I don't know, man, O-Red might choke against Cole? Why? You're not doing nothing.
Right.
Because we did see him choke against Av. We seen him choke against Show Off.
He stumbled against Show Off.
And who else?
And I'm not Av and I'm not Show Off. You understand? I'm not Av and I'm not Show Off. You understand? It's about yo, man, let's take some other things into consideration. How about the fact that I'm pushing for something greater? I'm not just trying to be the battle rapper of the year. You understand? Like, that's not the only thing that Cortez is gonna be about. You understand? I'm trying to put this in a whole different light. Yo, man, Cortez did a video with Method Man last year. Shot a crazy video with Method.
And that's another
Cortez
thing
put out a mixtape last year.
That's another thing that you stand that way when it comes to a lot of battle rappers.
Making music.
Exactly. I was about to. There's the stigma. Battle rappers can't make music. You definitely don't fit that mold at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a completely different rhyme pattern. Like, I rhyme completely different. Like,
it's a completely different. And there's only a few, in my opinion, there's only a few that make music that I would be like, yo, I can't wait for that project to drop. And like you, Marv, Surf, Lux, Suge, and
I mean, you go ahead and do your hometown thing, Calico.
I'm not really a fan of Calico's music. I'm not gonna lie.
I fuck with Math music. I fuck with Math. Math
had the one joint. Math had a video.
He got a new joint out that's crazy.
A word?
Is
that the one where they're like in the park and shit? I mean, that video.
Oh no, that is hard. That's fire though.
Crazy.
That's fire. Ice make good music too.
Yeah, Ice makes some good music. Ice makes some good music.
You know,
I've heard some stuff from Av that was
Verb's cooking right now.
Verb, especially right now.
Yeah,
Verb's cooking right now.
Verb. Yeah, so there's few, and when you look at those names, they're all, it's not like you guys are all cut from that same cloth that, you know what I'm saying, before battling, it's like
that we would battle to get a deal.
Exact.
That cloth.
And I tell people that all the time. That's why, like, even though I wasn't the best battler, I knew how to rap and I knew how to make music. You know what I'm saying? But I battled because we come from that era where you would hear stories about Eve and Dragon and them being in a cypher having a battle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody on Rough Riders. Or you would hear about people over at Rockefeller having to battle each other. That's how, was it dude? E Moneybags or H Moneybag, whatever his name was. That's how he got over there.
That's my man H.
Yeah.
My man H. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I heard. So I
Live and Prove, all of those my peoples. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
you know what I'm saying? I was in Hawaii hearing these stories about these rappers, you know what I'm saying? Like getting deals.
Cash and Freeway.
It seemed like it was more more prevalent, just as a recent, like 2012, 2011. You know, shouts out to Smack, but he used to. It was better when he used to play a lot more of you guys' music. Like you guys would come to the stage sometimes, and then they be playing your track.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think the URL site. I don't know if anybody. I don't. To keep it real, I don't go on the site. Is there even a site?
I don't know. I haven't been on there.
We just all subscribe to the YouTube.
I remember
channel.
Grind Time used to do that. Grind Time used to have the little music player where they would play everybody's
Grind Time
music.
Direct would have a certain email for us to submit music, and they had somebody specifically go through it, and they would chop it up. You understand? If you remember the Grind Time East, the whole thing was me and DNA. Yep. We had a little snippet. It was like Grind Time East, like little 4 bars.
I have a funny story about a beat. You did a joint with it was you and I just meant to bring this up too. You and Corey Guns.
Oh, Killer.
Yeah, that was like that beat. COTY did that beat. COTY Fresh did that beat, and I was actually about to get that beat, and I was gonna do a joint with Marv 1 over it, and it was right around the time that y'all was prepping to get ready to battle and whatnot. And I was
that's around the time the song came. Yeah,
and I remember hearing the beat, and I was like, did I record a verse over this when the beat first started? And I was like, holy shit, he got the beat. It's kind of hot. I was like, God damn it,
my man Av. Shout out to my man Av. My man Av, he's from uptown and shit. We used to work together at the airport, and he was the only dude that could spit that was at the airport. So he was like, yo, I got this record. And he's the one on the hook. Yeah. And then he had the verse. And I was like, yo, I got a verse for it. He was like, all right. But you see me, I'm the type that if I get on something, I'm trying to work. I'm trying to move. I'm trying to do everything. And, you know, he was a working 9 to 5 dude. He was super talented. But, you know, he dragged his feet or whatever. So when I went to the studio, I said, yo, bro, I'm going to just go lay it down myself. When I got to the studio, I went to Blockwork. That was Fred DeGar's studio. Corey was in there. DNA was in there. Hollow was in there. Everybody was in there. And Clips is cool with Av. Clips was cool with him too. So boom, I go to do the verse, and the engineer got drunk. So DNA was like, "Yo, I'll record the session," and then I'm laying my verse down. And
DNA
Corey,
on his engineer shit.
Yeah. And then DNA was like, "Look, I'll record it. I can't mix it, but I'll record it." And then while I was doing it, Corey was like, "Yo, that shit is fire. Let me get a verse on it." I was like, "Yo, you know somebody else is on this record. It's like my man's record, but I'm about to put it on my mixtape." Like. He was like, so what? Let me get it. I got something for this. I was like, all right, cool. Corey went in there, did the shit, boom, bodied it. And then when I came to work the next day, just played it for my man. My man was like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah.
Yeah, one of the producers that worked in this studio actually is the one that made that beat.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that producer, COTY Fresh from Seattle.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Small world.
Small world.
That's why I like the battle rap community.
My very first major feature.
Word.
You know what I mean?
So you got the video classic, with Meth. How did that come
battle
about?
Rap.
Word.
Mav had a record with Meth a couple years ago. I met Meth back then. We always text here and there, you know. And again, last year I was cooking to the point where he was just like, "Yo, like nigga, you doing your thing, like you know what I mean." I was just in Staten Island and bumped into his nephew. I'm walking by and he's like, yo, the studio's right here. Meth is up there right now. I'm like, get out of here. I text him. He was like, yeah, I'm here. I see you. I'm going to come through, smoke some. You know what I mean? I'll bring some bud. Let me go to the crib and change. Went to the crib, changed, came back to the studio. We just bugging out in the studio all night. And then I was about to leave and he was like, yo, I told you I always got a verse for you. And I was like,
that's
word.
Fire.
I was like, yo, I got this record right here. You want to hear it? And he was like, yeah. And I played it and he was like, oh yeah, we could do this. And then he called me a week later. He was like, yo, pull up to the studio. I just pulled up to the studio. He paid for the studio. He had all the liquor. He had all the bud. He had everything. I get to the studio. He's already laying the verse down.
That's dope.
I was like, oh, shit. And then he just He dipped. He was like, yo, you want to get it mixed and everything? Everything's paid for, bro. Told you I got you. And then he didn't give me like a bullshit verse. He gave me a crazy verse.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, Meth, bro, I need the video. And he was like, all right, cool, but I'm leaving in a week. He said, I'm leaving in a week, and I'm gonna go film a TV show. That's the shit Chillin' and wrote.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm going to film the pilot, and I'm gonna be in LA for 3 months. If you want to get this video, you better book it within a week.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, I call my director, my man Les. He's so crazy, but he's always booked. I was like, yo, bro, look, got this Method Man record. I know you're gonna charge me. but I need to shoot it ASAP. Shoot it for me ahead of time. We'll work out the budget. I can't miss this opportunity. He was like, cool, I got you. He was like, let me hear the song. Boom, he booked everything. It was pouring outside.
Yeah.
2 days later, I called Meth. Meth is like, yo, send me the song so I could listen to the verse. I'll pull up. Meth said, I said, boom. He came up to the studio. We went all the way to Patterson, New Jersey. It's pouring outside. We had the whole factory. My man had the flamethrower. We fucking spraying fire in there and everything. Crazy. And then when Meth comes in, he's like, yo, what the fuck? He's like, yo, this shit fire. I was like, yo, bro, if I'm gonna waste your time, I'm not gonna do something small. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And he would say he was gonna come, shoot his shit, and leave. He's gonna stick around for an hour, hour and a half. That nigga showed me the whole shoot, 6 hours, chilling, smoking, bugging out, cracking jokes with all my guys. You know what I mean? Looking at the shit. He was like, yo, you really pulled out all stops for this. I've heard more good
stories about Method Man, and like he really fucks with like the dope MCs in the battle rap community.
Oh, he definitely does.
He does.
I could text him right now, bro. Bro, I could text him right now in the middle of this interview. And I guarantee you I'll get a text back before this interview's done.
That's dope. Shout out to Method Man.
Like it don't get no realer than that. Then, I even tell you something even crazier. When the song came out, he's promoting the Meth Lab album he's doing or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. And all these Wu-Tang, yo, bro, first off, these are the biggest streaming checks we've gotten on music, right or wrong with Meth. We not even no promo. Like, I promoted it, but the way it just kept going even after, like, so somebody took the video and cut me out, and they put the video up of just Meth's verse on YouTube. Yeah. Shout out to Rap Grid. They protected the content. And that piece of just Method Man rapping did 4 million views. 4 million in 3 days.
Shit.
And then the Vibe picked it up and was like, Method Man's new single, The Classic. Did a whole article on it. Method Man's resurgent. Like, it started going viral that people was like, whoa.
This is your track.
Yeah, and then niggas just hitting me like, yo, son, niggas took you off the song. You're on the Vibe. Meth did it. And then Meth is touring, gearing up for his album. But that's not his single. He put out a single. He put out a single, and then he put out a record with Dave East. Mm-hmm. And those weren't tracking the way the Classic was. And he's pushing those. He's on tour every night, and the Classic just kept going.
And going.
So he calls me. He's like, yo, son, what is going on? I'm like, yo, bro, I ain't really want to bother you. But niggas cut me out the video. Some Wu-Tang fanatic YouTube channel. But it was a YouTube channel that had like hundreds of thousands of subscribers. But when you go on that channel, everything is Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
ODB. And they was cutting out whoever the features were. He would just take the best Wu-Tang verses and cut them out.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I hate when niggas do that.
I got paid off for every one of those views. I could have either told him to take it down, or I could have just
let it keep going.
Let it accumulate, because he wasn't getting the money off that. Rap Grid protected it. And I was like, nah, leave it up. Let it keep going, because it brings more promo. People started commenting, yo, that's Cortez. Yo, that's Cortez's shit. Yo, that's not even Meth shit. Then they got to the Vibe. The Vibe contacted me. They said, yo, you know what? We apologize. We're gonna do a full article on the record for you, and it opened the doors for us to like submit more content to the Vibe.
That's dope.
So that like it turned the negative into a positive. You know what I mean? Turned the negative into a positive.
You would have reacted too fast. You would have missed your opportunity.
Well, it wasn't Meth that did it.
No,
I wasn't mad. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, take it down.
And then when I spoke to him about it, he didn't ask me, like when I asked him for the publishing for the record, so I could put it on iTunes and stuff. He was like, nah, that's for you, bro. When I said I'm giving you a free verse, I'm giving you a free verse in order to make money. I want you to feed your family. If a 16 from me can help give you checks for the rest of your life, I'm cool with that.
Word, that's real nigga shit right there.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's exactly what he told me. He said, if me doing something for you will make sure that you can eat for the rest of your life, I'm fine with that.
Man, you don't meet a lot of people that do something like that, especially in that
industry. You know what I mean? And I didn't have to pay for nothing. Man, when them checks started coming in, we looked at the tune code. We was like,
hey, something wrong?
Yeah, what? It was like, oh, okay. You know, and you know, it helped me get verified on like the Spotify's and all that too, just that song. So it was like, you know what? It pushed Cortez for this year to really start putting out much more content.
So what you got in the works now?
Well, I just dropped Bodega.
Yep.
And they loving that song right now. That song is streaming. We just put out the video last week, right before I came out here. Love that record. We got a record with Jacquay about to come out. Devon Terrell.
I've been seeing that name a lot lately.
Devon?
Yeah.
You ever watch the guy that did the Rihanna over on Facebook? And he's like, hi.
Yeah.
And then he's singing, rap and all that. And he be doing people's songs over.
Because he just did a show out here recently.
Oh, yeah. He did. He was on the tour, The Weirdo.
Yeah.
Weirdo. Super talented, bro. We got a record. Lumi D, I got a record with.
Whoa.
I got a lot of good features.
That's a name I ain't heard in a minute.
Yeah, but you know, she's international.
She
gets her
She
checks.
dropped something last year too.
She gets her checks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Fire.
So you know, I'm just trying
I gotta start checking for her.
Yeah, I'm just gonna continue to just keep working and just keep putting out more content. Like, it's not about getting a deal. It's more or less about just being in a conversation, being aware. When someone looks up Cortez, you be like, God damn, you doing all this? Salute. You know? And that's the conversation I want to raise with Champion. It's like, who's trying to push the envelope? Yo, bro, I've been battling 8-9 years. There has to be another level. There has to be something else. You understand?
Yeah.
Has to.
More than just who you battled. More than just battle rap. Because clearly, on the music side and the battle side, 2017, well, just not even 2017, for the past couple of years, you've been doing way more. The only person that can honestly possibly be rivaled or stay in the same conversation as far as music is probably like Surf and Lux.
And he's been locked up.
Yeah.
You know?
As far as the amount of content.
Me and Tay-Rock got a record that's out right now called Off the Corner.
Oh, yeah.
Is it on his project that just dropped?
Nah, it's on my
That's on
project
yours?
that came out. And then we just put it out like fully. Like it was on my mixtape, but then we just put it on the iTunes and everything now. And people are loving that record too. You know what I mean? So it's just like, yeah, like you know what I mean? Even the battle rappers,
T-Top makes some fire music too.
T-Top makes some dope music. We got a record called King. You know what I mean? We just working.
King.
You know what I mean? Yeah. We just working. You know what I mean? And
You did some shit with Lotta Zay too, didn't you?
back in the day, but it's
Yeah.
crazy. Lot hit me up recently. He said, yo, let's get something. So I told him when I get back,
Shout out to
get
my
on
brother.
something.
That's my guy. He's been wanting like,
And Lot go back from Fight Club, bro.
yeah, that's what he told
Go
me.
back from Fight Club.
Because the day he battled 90M, I battled Dutch Vega in New York.
Mhm.
And that was the first day I met Lot. We had been cool or whatever. But ever since then, that's been like one of my closest friends that I met through battle rap. And that nigga makes some fire ass music.
Definitely does.
Yeah. So you got the bodega.
Yeah, bodega. Yep.
And what's next? Like, what is next? Like, what is in the works now? You about to hit South by Southwest.
What am I? Repeat that.
I said what's next? Like what is for 2018 music wise? What are your goals for 2018?
We're gonna put out the game plan right now is for us not to put out a project. We're gonna keep putting out singles, probably monthly. Visuals, at least one visual a month. I have so many records in the stash. I was even thinking about dropping a song every week. Maybe starting building a campaign or something like that.
Yeah.
We actually all this week, that's what we're doing. While we're here until we get to South by tomorrow, what we've been doing is just trying to figure out, okay, what are we gonna do? You know what I mean? And how are we gonna do? Because we're sitting on so many records. So it's like, you know what? I don't want to hold back any records no more. It's just, you know what, man? Just let them fly. So let's see what catches. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I got the R&B records, I got the street records, I got the punchline shits, I got the real shit. So it's like, you know what, man? Let's just flood the SoundCloud. Let's see what hits, whatever hits, boom, we put them on the iTunes and stuff. And let's just start giving the fans more and more content. You know, I mean, I've been sitting on records maybe the last 2 years, even though I've been putting out constant music.
Yeah.
So for me to do that, I'm like, you know what? It can't hurt.
Nah, that's kind of like the new wave in this microwave society.
You know what I mean? So I look at it like, yo, it can't hurt. Let me just keep giving these people more music,
Can't beat that.
so they don't forget it. And at the same time, if I'm taking these battles like the old Reds, the A-Wards, like I'm still headlining cards, it's gonna look like I'm doing all this at the same time anyway.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like we kind of been holding back for 2 years to get to this point. I felt like, you know, 2016, 2015, people weren't checking for Tez. I had to rebrand and go hard. You know, 2016, 16 battles that year. You understand? 2017, all these battles I took last year. So now that the awareness is back on me, I feel like now it's good to just keep giving them music. You know, and
Got to utilize that shine.
exactly. You know, and you know, we learn on camera. Like, I didn't know from battling in a barbershop and on grind time all this shit was gonna happen.
Yeah.
And we're not prepared. We don't have no media training as artists. We don't have none of that stuff. So we just all of a sudden popping, and we don't have no music ready. We don't have no managements. We don't have nothing. Like, we don't know nothing, you know. And a lot of us don't know how to maneuver like that. So, you know, over time I learned, like, damn, man, you got to be ready in order to make it. You got to be ready every 24/7. You know, somebody could call me right now and say, "Yo, you got something? We ready to go to the studio." I got to be ready. You understand? Yo, we filming something. Yo, you ready to shoot a video? Yo, I got a song. What's up? Who want to shoot something? You know, you got to be ready. So, just with that being said, it's just now I just feel like, you know what? Now that there's a bigger spotlight on me, I'm not gonna fuck this up again. You know, I'm super appreciative that even I fought my way back. I earned that respect back that I once had, and now you're not gonna just take it away from me that easy. Not this time.
What advice would you give to like these cats that are seeing, like, how do I put it? Like, you see this new generation of battle rappers, and it's like we spoke about earlier. We came from that cloth where we battled to get our name known musically.
Mm-hmm.
Now everybody's battling just to be battle rappers.
Yeah.
What advice would you tell them? Like don't just, you know what I'm saying? Like to really further themselves.
I would tell them really. Because
like you said, you cover all avenues when it comes to this, not just battling.
I would tell them really to not be worried about views. First off, everyone talks about views. There's no money in views if you don't have your business.
That's the worst fucking conversation.
I hate people that argue with me about views.
Like, I got 4 minutes.
You know
like,
what I mean?
Yo, the crazy thing is, like, a lot of when I first started really getting in the battle scene around here in Seattle, after I was already done with the grind time shit, everybody was like, "Oh, I got this much, this so and so amount of views, this so much." So
you don't get paid off of that.
Like, you're still you know what I'm saying? Like, and they didn't get it. They don't get it.
They don't get that. They don't get that. And to be honest with you, a lot of them. This is where I learned to grasp everything. Why would, like, I look at these guys and I'm like, yo, why do they all rap the same, right? Why do they all fucking break down syllables? I hate that.
Man, we can have this conversation all day.
So I sat there and I said, but why? Why do all of them sound the same and they don't realize it?
It's redundant.
Because these guys were 12, 13, learning how to rap, watching us.
Mm-hmm.
And they took a certain style that they learned, and that's it.
Yeah.
They don't know how to rap. Yo, there's dudes now that just want to be battle rappers. They be like, nah, bro, I don't even rap on beat, bro. Bro, I never rapped to a beat in my life, bro. I just be rapping, bro, on the battles, bro. And that's how they rap.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, they all learned how to rap like that? Like, damn. Like, yeah, they all sound the same. You know what I mean? You remember when everybody was just a punchline rapper? Yeah. They all sound the same. But the ones that made it through were the ones that had the crazy lines, and they actually had a different flow, and they understood that you still had to make music. The only people that could make music that were punchline rappers was Buttons, Fab, Cass, and the rest of them niggas stayed on the mixtapes.
Yeah.
Banks, you know what I'm saying? The rest of them, because they couldn't do nothing else. Now I feel like that's the same thing with these battle rappers now. Yeah. You know, and the only ones that could do something else the only ones that could do something else are the ones that actually have a sense of what they want to accomplish video wise. You understand?
If you had to name a name, who would that be now? An up and comer.
I like Twerk. I watched Twerk again last night.
His second round. Since you're here, we gotta talk about that battle.
All right, all right. Let's talk about Twerk for a second, right? First off, I battle Twerk. I feel like he's definitely in a good position in order to make waves. In that battle, though, everything was the same. What you got in the first round is what you got in the second and the third. Dome shot. Scoliosis, like everything was the same.
Yeah.
Hit your leg. JC, now, I was there at Volume 1. I did feel Twerk beat JC in the building.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it yesterday. If JC didn't slip up them 2 times, I don't think JC would have lost that battle.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
JC can really fucking rap. He didn't need all the gun bars. He had different shit. The Grin Reaper, like different shit that was just
rap in the hood. It don't cover the lines, and
you know what I mean. And that right there let me see, like, damn, son, JC is a real rapper, and like Twerk is a guy that he's rapping like a battle rapper.
Yeah,
JC is just a rapper,
and that's what a lot of these. That's what separates this new generation from the previous. They rap like battle rappers. Everybody else raps. And a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of up and coming battle rappers are people that are watching it, trying to figure out, they're emulating what they see instead of creating their own. A lot of people didn't rap before even battling.
Exactly.
That's how they learn.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said they'd be like, I don't rap, bro. I never rapped on a beat, bro. You know what I mean? Not saying Twerk, but I'm just saying in general. So you see that, and you see there's a real difference in contrast. Like, you can get more potency from what JC was rapping than what Twerk was rapping.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it is a battle. So, you know, you're trying to disrespect your opponent. But overall, that's the reason why we fell in love with Lux and Mook and these guys. Because we was like, yo, son, them niggas be saying some shit and they be barring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a good mix. You know what I mean? And that to me stands out. And then maybe it's just my preference. But that is what I like.